All right, folks, let's talk about something for a minute. Or rather, I'll talk about it and hopefully you'll listen. So on the 9th, on a feast of awe, where God counts things up and puts forth judgments for the next year on men, Donald Trump and Hamas signed a deal. Today, a lot of people in the Middle East signed a ceremonial peace treaty. Hamas was not there. They were not invited. Maybe for obvious reasons. Netanyahu was not there because today at 6 p.m. began the Feast of Tabernacles. So this peace treaty today took place before a time of remembering of being in the wilderness, living in tents. I personally believe the likelihood of the peace treaty happening, or the middle of the peace treaty happening, will actually be around this time. The real peace treaty, like the final one, has not been signed yet. I think when it is signed, it's going to line up to where the days end up to where the beginning of the people in the wilderness, the desolation of abomination, is going to happen sometime around this time. And I believe that God is showing us, foreshadowing, that this peace treaty took place in awe. War has been going on. Trump said this is the grandfather of all peace treaties. He said that this is the peace treaty to solve war for 3,000 years. He said some people say 500. So between 500 and 3,000 years, the granddaddy, the eternal peace treaty. These are the words that are coming out of his mouth. Not just, this is just some peace treaty. And the timing event of this all lining up is incredible. Jesus died, depending on the calendar that you accept. If you go from 33, 34 AD. Some people say Jesus was born in 4 BC. So that gives you a window of not knowing. Okay? But Jesus is to be cut off from, Messiah is cut off from his kingdom for 2 days. In the third day, he will raise us up. We are in the third day right now. In the Bible, it tells us very clearly to not be ignorant of this one thing, that a day is as 1,000 years and 1,000 years as a day. Don't be ignorant of it. That means understand it. And in Revelations, it says that let he who has wisdom, or maybe understanding, whatever, count the number of the beast. It is the number of a man, which is a genderless thing there. It doesn't necessarily mean a human. It's a genderless thing. But if it was an AI, which the Hebrew words for artificial intelligence and superintelligence and machine intelligence, using the defective Hebrew and the modern Hebrew, not all of them, equals 666. We have AI going nuts. We have a war going on that it looks like just becoming peace in the Middle East. I said a couple years ago, right before this came out, I posted, the time is coming when we are going to need this peace treaty to line up with when Jesus left. And I said in that video, in order for us to have a peace treaty, we have to be at war. And then the next month, October happened. It was somewhere around there a couple years ago. Go back and look on my channel or my Facebook page. I don't remember where I posted it. But I said, in order for this to line up, the 2-day prophecy to line up, we'd have to go to war really soon. And we did. And we have been. And now it looks like we're actually going to see the peace in the Middle East. That is the prophesied peace treaty of Daniel. It may not happen now because it hasn't happened yet. but they signed it with Hamas. They signed it with a bunch of other dudes. Iran was not there. They signed it in Egypt. I just think we need to wake up. Christ told us to watch. He told us to prepare. He told us to occupy till he comes. The pre-tribulation doctrine is a false doctrine. It is a doctrine of devils. The church is not going to be here. Is going to be here, is not getting raptured. It's not going to happen. The church will be persecuted. We've been told to prepare for 1,335 days. We've been given warning of the signs. We've been told this stuff is birth pains. All the earthquakes around the world, those are the birth pains. Guess what happens after birth pains? Birth. The end is not yet. When the pains get to the point where the signs are so in your face that you know it's about to happen. Jesus told us all kinds of stuff. When he told us that stuff, he had not received the revelation from the Father yet. He didn't know certain things because the Father hadn't revealed them to him yet. But then we get the revelation from John that Jesus got from the Father. And he said, if you don't watch and remember the things, he said, I'm going to come on you as a thief in the night because you're not going to be prepared. You're going to be the unwise virgins without oil in your lamps and your vessels. This is a warning call. Folks, prophecy is taking place. Watch it. A lot of people expect to be raptured out of here around the time of a peace treaty. So there's going to be a lot of people who deny, I'm not saying this is the peace treaty, but it sure seems like it's going that direction, who deny that when it actually does happen, that it will be that. Because they'll say, well, it can't be that one because Jesus hasn't come back yet and we're not going to be here. That's not what the Bible says, folks. If you want to know more about that, I've written some books. I'm trying to read them and make them available for free on YouTube, so you don't even have to buy them. They are going to be available on Amazon if you want a copy and you want to read it and you want to share it with friends. But we have to get the truth out, and the truth is the pre-tribulation rapture is a doctrine of devils. It is a lie. And people need to watch. Jesus said over and over, what I say unto you, I say to all. Watch.